Welcome to another episode of What to Shoot When. In this series, I'm going to give you ideas, monthly ideas of what to shoot for stock photography. If you go to wollertzphotography.com and scroll all the way to the bottom, put your email address in there, you can download a guide with over 20 ideas for every month, what to shoot. October has things like National Bagel Day, Cheese Lovers Day, and National Puzzle Day. Now, for this particular video, I chose Opposites Day. So I have things like yin yang, good and evil, fire and ice. By the way, right now in October, it's a really good idea to start shooting your New Year's Eve photos. If you have any kind of sparklers or anything that resembles fireworks, do some photos with champagne and that in the background. I sell these photos all the time. It's also a good time to do Dress Your Pet Day. Bambi doesn't have that many dresses. Could be an idea. Now, let's go back to the puzzles because they're inexpensive. It's something that you could do in your house. You don't have to go anywhere. And with simple lighting setups like this that I have here, and I'll show you how I set it up, we can get some good sellable images that can start making you some income so you can upgrade your gear, get better lights, get whatever you need to get with simple images that don't break the bank. Let me rearrange things and we can start making some photos. All right, now a little bit earlier I did photos of Bambi here on this table with the white background. So this white background, the lights I'm using, there's links, there's affiliate links here in the video description of all the lighting that I use. I use these newer lights, they're great, they're inexpensive, and they give you, like any other light, good results. This deep diffuser delivers good quality light and focuses on the subject. Now, for this particular subject, I took the puzzles that I bought from Amazon. They're cheap blank puzzles. And I took one of them and I painted it completely black. And then I have another one that's white. So they're the same pieces in black and white for yin yang and any other concept like this. So I'm gonna take some of these photos. I'm using this wood table here because it has a nice grain with one light. This other one here is just bouncing off the background. That's what I was using for Bambi. And it's literally just to isolate the background. I'm not using it right now. And with the 5D Mark IV handheld, I'm gonna get some photos. This light, I have it very close because the closer it is, the faster shutter speed I can use. Now let me match the puzzle pieces here. And I have a couple ideas as to how to get multiple images with the same props. Because remember, the more images you can get, the better your chances of selling are going to be. If you have very similar images, upload them anyway, and your agencies are gonna decide which ones are good enough or which ones are better than the other. So the more you have, the better your chances are gonna be on selling stock photography. So let me grab the camera and make some photos. Now, something that's pretty interesting and that you'll learn the more photography you do is a family of angles. I can't speak today. So depending on how your light source is coming this way, right? If I shoot from that angle, I'm gonna get the reflection. But if I shoot from this angle, I'm not gonna be getting that reflection, which is gonna help me in post, making things a little bit easier. This is usually most dominant when you're doing like food photography with silverware. All the spoons are the worst because they bounce light from every direction. But just knowing that if I shoot from that side, I'm gonna get glare. So I'm gonna shoot from this side, unless I want that glare, which sometimes I do. But right now, I'm just gonna, with the 24-105, I'm at f4, top down, 400 ISO, so I can handhold at 100th of a second. And that's just simple. Let me turn the stabilizer on because I'm hand holding. I like the texture in the table. I think it looks very good. Perfect. Now it's got texture. It looks perfect. So there's one. That's how easy it is. This photo could make me a lot of money. I don't know. If I don't upload it, I'm never gonna know. So let me do some more and then go from there. Okay, so normally I take the photos, I make the video, and everything works out great. I made a mistake yesterday, and it's something I preach in my channel all the time, is to know your limits and know your gear's limit. Yesterday, because I wanted to show some B-roll of me taking pictures, I took pictures with the 5D Mark IV with the 24-105 L glass. It's a pro glass, it's a good camera. Unfortunately, when I was shooting with this light, I had to keep it at f4. And that means that most of those images are useless. 95 out of 100, I can't use for stock. They're fine for the video, but because I'm all about selling stock photos, I've got to redo that. So I'm going to be taking photos with the 24-70 and the 70-200 that's on the camera right now. So I'm going to reset things. Again, know your limits, know your equipment's limit. That 24-105 on the 5D Mark IV works great at f8, f11, but I was hand holding and I needed more light, so I shot at f4 wide open and only the middle is in focus. The edges are very soft. So I'm going to do them again, knowing that with the 24-70 at f2.8, f4, f11, I'm going to get clear shots. So I'm going to start all over again. But again, you make mistakes, you learn, you do them again, and you keep going. That's all. I want to interrupt this video with that. Let me see. All right, so I had an idea because I want the puzzle pieces to be away from the background so that there's a little bit of depth of field. And I brought some hot glue. So maybe if I cut it, it doesn't have to be that far away, maybe an inch or so, and then just place it here and I can lift the puzzle pieces so that I can get some depth of field and blur the background. So I just gotta try to cut this straight. Okay, I got them cut and I got them stacked. So by using the camera at f4, it should give me enough blur to separate these pieces from the background and still show that it's a missing piece. I might have to use that camera at f2.8, but we'll see. I'll see how the photo comes out and then we'll go from there. The more we complicate the photo by adding different elements and different props and different things, the more difficult it's going to be to use that photo. Unless all those elements bring everything together, a buyer is going to have a very difficult time using that. So the more simple, the simpler we can keep our photos, the higher chances of sales we're going to have. Because it's a concept, it's an idea, it's one item. It could be used in whatever way they wish to be used. Puzzles like this are simple, they're easy. I can even write text in the computer. Bambi with the good and evil concept. Those are easy drawings, they're just funny, they're easy to do. I don't have to complicate things too much in Photoshop. Just a couple of clicks to draw with the hand drawing with the mouse, and that's all it takes. Do some horns, a tail, a halo, easy. I did the photos isolated on white so that I could move the good and evil one and put them in different places and make it work that way. Random colors, random backgrounds, random things that have nothing to do with the concept, then you're not gonna sell it as much. But if we keep it simple, we keep it to when you see it, you know what it means, then chances are you're gonna sell that photo. Also, remember to go to wollertzphotography.com and download your free stock photography calendar. That's gonna give you over 20 monthly ideas of things that are gonna sell. So you just make images with these concepts and it's gonna really help your stock photography portfolio. So go to wollertzphotography.com all the way to the bottom, put your email in there. If you wanna receive my monthly newsletter, just click yes, and that's it. Every month I do a newsletter, that's why it's monthly. But again, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. I'm gonna keep making some photos and see what comes out.